Hi, I'm Maya from Book with Dreams and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about my TBRs for two readathons. First one being Lovember, that sounds so weird, and the second being the final book support group. Lovember is a combination of two words, love and November, and this is a readathon created and hosted by Becca from Read Becca. I will leave the link down below for her announcement video and for a video where she had a lot of recommendations for her readathon. The goal of this readathon is to read romance books. The readathon starts tomorrow, so that is from the 17th till the 30th of the month, so till the end of the month. And basically the goal is to read romance, so you can only read one romance book at that time and you will be successful in this readathon. For those who are a bit more ambitious or need more guidance, there is a tic-tac-toe board which basically has, like, let's say 3 categories. I picked the rogue category, which has like 3 prompts, which is fantasy, criminal, and hate love. So for this readathon, my goal is to read the entirety of The Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So this is book 1. This is book 2, The Court of Mist and Fury. Book 3 is A Court of Wings and Ruin, and book 4 is The Court of Silver Flames. Yes, these are humongous, as you can probably tell, and you're probably thinking, well, that's insane, Maya, why would you want to read so many pages in such a short time? Well, I am participating in Beautifully Bookish Bethany's challenge, NaNoWriMo, which basically the goal is to read a bunch of pages, something that is similar to NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. We're doing the reading version. So my challenge is to read 5,000 pages, and those were on my original TBR. Haven't gotten to yet, so hopefully I will in this readathon. So in this series we follow Freya, who basically, oh my god, lives in a medieval land, and her family are poor. So she goes out in the forest one day and she kills a wolf or something, some kind of a shapeshifter, who turns out to be Fae. So then she is taken by the Fae's master, whatnot, lord, right, of his court, and basically taken to the lord's castle. This is Beauty and the Beast retelling, the first one. And they're basically are trying to figure stuff out. And then book goes on from there into so many other different things. It's Sarah J. Maas, so it goes epic, and it's a really fun series. I read the first 3. I'm going to reread them because I want to read the 4th one, in which basically all of them are fantasy romances. Sorry, I didn't even tell you how these books are connected to the prompts. So, but all of them are fantasy romances, so they fit the fantasy prompt. Criminal. There are some criminal elements among the characters and the world, and in the world that this story is set in, so that's how that fits. And hate love is so spoilery, I can't even tell you. So it happens. I can just tell you that. The second readathon I'm participating in is the final book support group. It is round 4 of this readathon, and the goal of this readathon is to finish series. So this is created and hosted by Stephanie from Steph Loves. I will leave the link to her announcement down below. So I have picked 3 series that I'm going to try and finish. So the first book on my TBR for this readathon is Empty Smiles by Catherine Arden. This is book 4 and the last book in that was my dog. In the Small Spaces series, which is a series of middle grades which get progressively creepier and scarier as the series goes. In the first one we follow Ollie, who finds this book, actually a diary of this woman, in which she mentioned someone called the Smiling Man, and stuff goes from there. These books were a very fun read, and I'm looking forward to the conclusion of this story. I can't really tell you much since it's book 4, just that there's a smiling man and he hurts children for reasons. The second book on my TBR is called One Apocalypse by Christy Cumming. This is book 4 in the Dark Side series. Now, this was a series I started because it was sort of promoted as a reverse harem, which does technically happen, but not in the first book. So in the first book of this series, we follow a girl who is a ghost, who lives in a house that is inhabited by four very hot dudes who go around doing some shady shit. So basically, since she's a ghost, she can't really leave the house, but she also, her main desire in the first book is basically to become a real girl so she can make contact with the boys, and so they can have fun. And something happens that starts this story of, let's just say, discovery. But because we've sort of the problem with the girl is the fact that she doesn't know her name or where she comes from and how she became a ghost and whatnot. So in the first book, when she does become a real girl, so that's a spoiler, I guess, the plot kind of takes a predictable turn, because there are some, let's just say, biblical elements, and it's very easy to infer what is happening from them. But it's a short, fun read and has some smut in it, so that would be fun for me. So just want to finish it to see how the whole story ends. And the last book I can actually show you that I have for my TBR for this readathon is Ancillary Mercy, or Ancillary Mercy, not sure how to pronounce those, by Anne Leckie. This is book 3 in her Imperial, oh my god, is it Roch series? This is complicated. This is, like, the first book in this series got like a Nebula, a Hugo, and the third one award. What was the third one? Clark award. It's a sticker here. So basically, in this series, we follow a soldier who used to be a ship. And because the ship was destroyed and everyone was betrayed, this former ship person is, trying to figure out what happened. I don't really remember much what happened. So I think reading this will be very interesting, because there will be some adjustment period. I do remember I enjoyed the second one better, because the second one seemed to focus more on the character of our main character, while the first one was building this a very strange and unusual world. I really want to finish this because it's the last in the trilogy, and it could be an easily finished thing and removed from my list of ongoing series. So these are the books that I'm planning on reading for these readathons. If you're participating in them, please do let me know down below in the comments. If you have read any of the books that I have mentioned here, please do share your thoughts down below in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. There are some links in the description box to worldwide matters that you might want to check out. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!